I went from struggling with a 235 box squat to nearly squatting 500 pounds before my senior year. 6 weeks ago, the goal for my first summer peak was to be able to squat 455. The other day, I ended up with 495 pounds on my back, and I got it. And the craziest part is looking back at old squat videos and seeing myself struggle with the 235. Today, I am breaking down everything that I did that got me to this position. I've been 17 for about a month and a half. I am 5'9" and averaging 195 pounds morning weight. When I first started squatting, I was not this heavy. I started off around 130. This is the oldest video I could find of a 235-pound box squat, and looking back, there is plenty of problems to see on it. The biggest mistake I have ever made in probably all of my lifting is letting my knees cave in. I could get away with lighter weights, but anytime I put on something heavy relative, my knees would just cave straight in. And the stronger I got, the more obvious of a problem it became. I wasn't using my strongest positions, and eventually, you guys helped me realize something was wrong. I think the biggest thing that changed my squat was switching from a high bar position to a low bar position on my back. For my leverages, the low bar just made more sense. It let me stay tighter and move more weight. And more importantly, I spent time getting good with the technique, not just doing low bar. The biggest misconception is that people who squat a lot squat every day. I'm 17 and nearly squatting 500 pounds, and right now I'm only squatting once a week. My favorite way to handle sets is a top set, back off set approach, where you work up like you're warming up for the heaviest set of 2 to 3 you can do, and then you do a couple back off sets with a weight you can comfortably get for 5. This helped me get over my mental block of the fourth plate going on squat, and this approach lets me push heavy weight while still getting good volume in. And honestly, I think it's the style of training that I've responded to the best over this last training block. Coming into this peak, the goal was pretty simple: squat 455. If you look back here, it's even on the whiteboard at the top. Then something weird happened. The weights started moving a little differently, and I hit 455 for 2 and had enough confidence to try a third. And I knew the plate math a little bit in my head, and I talked to my dad about it, and we decided to put on 495. And at the first, I was just going to hold it on my back so that way I knew what it felt like, and then it just felt right. So I told him that I was going to try. This wasn't even supposed to happen at the end of summer. This was more of a 4 month goal than a right now goal. What actually caused this crazy jump in my squat? It definitely wasn't a secret that I'm hiding, and I don't think that my homemade program was anything different. I don't know any special exercises or special supplements, but honestly, I think the biggest thing that helped me was my recovery. The night before, I had the best sleep that I've had in a while. I definitely walked into the gym feeling differently, and the weight moved differently. This was when I realized that strength isn't just built in the gym. A lot of it is built outside the gym. Now, what should you do if you want a big squat now? Well, the first thing I would do is fix your technique if there's obvious flaws. Find your style or find a style of squat that fits your leverages the best. Stop letting your knees collapse if you deal with that like I did. Train hard but recover harder, and also be patient because strength isn't built overnight. But with all that being said, I am nowhere close to done. State is in 8 months, nationals in 10, and this is only the beginning. Next stop's 500.